Here comes my favorite zone, which is Flying Battery. Here's the neat little intro. This is the Flying Battery. It's not Eggman's ship, though. I don't know if anyone's figured out what this is actually supposed to be. So, I'll keep the pointer on screen as I keep having problems with the thing taking the emphasis, which I hate, but anyway. First hidden area. There you go. Right up here. They could both get to it. Well, they both, Knuckles and Tails. Sonic can't, but there's a lot of this stuff. Um, and what's interesting with how good this level is how internal it is. Doesn't look like it'd be that great of a level. Um, because there's a couple outdoor areas, but most of it is very inside. Um, I don't know if it's the earliest a ship type of level has been in a. Dang it! It's not my favorite part. But anyway, I don't know if or that's the earliest that kind of level is, because it's a late game thing, and in this game it is, you know, with Launch Base and Death Egg. But even though Launch Base is pretty internal, Death Egg isn't. Death Egg's very internal, or very external. Death Egg's internal, but oh yeah, you just saw the pitfalls of this level, which is this area. There's two paths in Act 2. The one I recommend is the one that completely avoids this, or not this, but there's one like it in Act 2 that's like this. And, I'm probably going to do two videos because they're both legitimate, but this one's just a lot easier. I'm not going to hit that because, oh yeah, the other thing. If at all possible, oh yeah, the weird capsules. Um, Oh, wish I had done that. But anyway, if at all possible, you want the fire shield. Because there's a lot of lava and fire. I shouldn't say lava, a lot of fire in this level. So it's not required. I mean, you can see it right there. I mean, you can survive without it, but it makes life a lot easier. This area, if you're new, is really tricky. Um, ah, Even if you're not new, it's really tricky. So you have to basically transverse these areas. Again, it's a little easier with Tails because he can just do this. He can basically just fly right through it. Okay, that's what he did. But again, the castles are weird. Some have rings, some enemies come out of. So here comes the other outdoor part of this level, or of this act. This looks hard, but it really isn't. You just go in the direction you want to go and jump. Simple as that. And this one's a little tricky. If you don't know, you go back here. Over here is a free guy. There we go. Okay. I usually go underneath those, but I'm not making this look fun, am I? It is, though. I like it. Now, there's an area up here, but I'm not going to use it. Basically because it takes you away from the areas where you can get the special stages. So I would not recommend using that path. You can. And if I'm playing as Super Tails or as Hyper Sonic or as Hyper Knuckles, I'll do it. But otherwise, it's not really worth it. This area is interesting. If you're not careful, you can get pushed into those tubes. But it's kind of I mean, I've done it intentionally before, but it's kind of stupid because it puts you backwards. The other side of that wall is earlier in the level. It's kind of hard to describe where it is, but these are a little tricky, though. Again, it's easier Tails. Now, right up here is going to be the special stages, which I did not know forever these were here, because they're hidden really well. Now steps will come up here like that, but with tails, you can just fly. Okay. What makes it tricky, and the fact, the reason why no one knew about it, or the reason I know about it for a long time is, you could push these spikes out of the way. Anyway, you fall through, and there you go. Back to Hidden Palace. Let's do 5. Remember which one this is. Oh yeah, this one. This one isn't too bad. A couple of these are kind of short, which is actually kind of surprising. Because again, these are supposed to be tougher, and they are generally, but yeah, this is the real short one. There is one that's shorter. Again, I'm not gonna go for a perfect though in this one. I think I've gotten one, maybe not. I don't remember. Oh, kids, don't try this at home. Anyway. Okay, where are the others? I got myself out of the path here. There you go. See, this one is pretty easy. That one is not that difficult. Purple. So I got 2 super emeralds. Doesn't show the number here, which throws me sometimes. Like, oh yeah, I don't have. Oh wait, I do have them. It's got the cool room to send them to. So, anyway, back to Flying Battery. And the next one is very close to this one. They put them really close together. I don't know why, but they did. Again, it's so nice with tails. You can just kind of fly up here. This is actually the one you can push. See? It's not very far away. Okay, now the next one. We'll do 4. Is this the really quick one? Not really, but again, it's one of the easier ones. Like this one's easy because it's very spread out, but you can see the danger in that, which is pretty easy to get lost in this one. It's happened to me more than once, but that's not hard per se because you don't have red, you don't have red spheres around top of you at all times like you do on a lot of the other ones. This one just tends to be more, it's easy to get lost. Because as you can see, there's a lot of space. Spacious, as they say. So I'm looking for a 9er. Oh, 9! I'm probably going in the wrong direction. Ah, I was. Right. Made it harder on myself, but not too bad. One thing too is understanding it's a grid, that makes it a little bit easier. But anyway, so got 3. I'm in decent shape, not great shape, but I know Lava Reef's got a bunch. I know where a couple of them are, so. That's Annapolis, I know of a couple, so. Anyway, that's it for that. And as Sonic, this is incredibly annoying, this whole section. Yeah, because by him, it's like you just kind of go up like this. Okay, here's the boss. Oh, actually... Who qualifies as the dumbest boss in history of mankind? This is what you do. You sit here, eyes blink, he hits himself. Jump. Eyes blink, he hits himself. Jump. Eyes blink, he hits himself. He's not a real bright guy. I mean, if you die on this boss, you really shouldn't play Sonic. And I always do this because I don't. You notice too. Is this the only one? I don't know if it is. Did she actually have a capsule in Act 1? Yeah, it's the only one. It's kind of weird. Oh, on to Act 2.